my trinket is... Well, hello, peeps. Here I have for you the first look at the Fury Warrior, and kind of funny. I think everybody kind of overlooked Fury, from what I could see. Like, I personally overlooked Fury. I was like, okay, this tier set is right nice, and we're gonna first talk about the tier set and also the builds. Honestly, it just doesn't seem like that overpowered or strong, right, when you don't, like, kind of test it out. But once you test it out and you kind of realize just what it exactly does for you, it's actually just completely busted. So your Bloodthirst damage, I'm just gonna first demonstrate here for you, like a very quick, let's say, small burst rotation, right? You run in, you know, you pump some rage, right? You get yourself some rage, you stun the target, you go rampage, Odin's Fury, Bloodthirst for 250k, Bloodthirst, you get what I mean. So this makes your Bloodthirst hit very, very hard. Moving on to the build, it's basically created for this build that we used at the beginning of the expansion. It's actually kind of interesting that Blizzard is going and making these builds that fit kind of builds that we like or whatever, right? Maybe this build was like the most liked, I don't know, I'm not sure about that. But it's very interesting to see how they're like trying to design these tier sets that fit specific builds that we are already kind of using. And I think it's very, very good for just Fury. Just feels very good. Like the last tier set was not, yeah, not very good, especially for PvP. But yeah, it feels very good. We are playing this build, probably like the same that we played before. I think this was like the build that we played at beginning of the expansion, just like the Odin Fury Annihilator build. I was thinking to do like an optimization to improve Whirlwind, to take like 1 point maybe from Slaughtering Strikes or whatever. But if you read carefully the tier set, it actually works only on your primary target, the critical strike chance and the critical strike damage. So unfortunately, that's not something that we can actually, like, we can't actually do some mega cleave damage with this. We're doing mega cleave damage already with just Odin's Fury, as I'll demonstrate in a second. On the left side as well, again, no real like changes. Some maybe talent optimization. We're definitely not picking up Thunderclap or whatever, right? You know, like, you're always gonna go down to Shockwave, the same as with arms, right? You just have to get this talent. It's so good right now. Gives you 2 stuns, you can stun the healer, stun 2 DPS. Like, it's very good to have Shockwave, and also to get like the stamina buff as well, like on top of Fury just having a lot more stamina with two double-handed weapons. So, as far as like just the warrior side, there's no real changes. Like, we're just definitely running like activate the avatar, casts Odin Fury, because like Odin Fury, even though, by the way, so like I've tested it, I don't know if this is like a bug, but like currently, right, this doesn't give you that like crit, right, on your Bloodthirsts. Maybe I didn't hit the target here, but like you get what I mean. Like, only works on your the tier set currently only works on your Odin Fury coming from like just the press of the button of Odin Fury, right? Yeah, as you can see, Fury's Bloodthirsts. So it's just unfortunate situation. That kind of say you're still gonna play just because your Odin Fury does 50% more damage, right? So unfortunately, it doesn't activate those Bloodthirsts, but I guess it would be like basically just broken as hell then. As far as PvP talents are considered, same as arms, if you watch my video for arms, except we finally have Storm of Destruction for Fury, except Fury does not have Blade Storm. So yeah, I personally am never gonna play Ravager in PvP, honestly, especially with the like new tier set, Odin Fury giving you so much AoE damage anyways. So you just have an AoE burst already, like, especially that works with your tier set. Like, so why would you ever like go for Ravager currently? So that's just, we're gonna kind of ignore that. Safeguard, you have 2 intervene charges, and your intervene makes your target, sorry, your friendly target take 20% less damage. Amazing. It's a 10-second cooldown penalty, right? But ultimately, I feel like it gives a lot more. Right, if a target is getting really heavily trained, it gives you a better ability to protect them, like with just 1 single intervene, and then you can actually chain that if like your healer gets CC'd or something, right? Battlefield Commander, sorry, as well is very good, I think, on Fury. Again, Thunderous Roar increases the bleed damage. It's not as big on arms, but I think it's just a very good talent. Like to just, if you just don't want to run like Warbringer, right? Warbringer can also just break CC a lot of the times. So Battlefield Commander is just, I feel like, a very good instead talent, right? A choice talent that also just gives you so much different kind of utility. You get a root, you get increased stamina for your team. The last cooldown on Intimidating Shout doesn't really matter, but like Rallying Cry becomes a completely different cooldown, and you get Thunderous Roar to actually increase more of your damage. You can also stack that with Master and Commander, just make Rallying Cry like super OP, like take this talent as well. Just make Rallying Cry the most OP cooldown, team cooldown ever. So that's as far as that is considered. Here I'm just gonna do like a most basic rotation. I'm on the PTR, so I'm like of course lagging a little bit currently, but I'm just gonna do like a most basic rotation, right? As you can see, like it's a casual 400k DPS on 3 targets, because that hits, that also hits these 2 targets here. We'll go over to the Draken in a second, but it's kind of lagging there for me. So basically, as you can see, you can just do 400k DPS very simply. You get some extremely fat, like 1.5 million just cleave damage, by the way, like just cleave damage. Sure, it's a training dummy, basic training dummy, but like you get what I mean. Like, okay, maybe the Raider one would give you a more realistic amount of damage, right? But like you get what I mean. Like you can do so much cleave. And it's honestly like Fury is gonna be so strong, and it's kind of funny. Like everybody probably thought like arms look so good, oh, this Fury tier set is so basic, right? And like ultimately kind of proves that Fury is probably gonna be a lot stronger. I also want to kind of discuss that we probably can get away, maybe versus some like comps where you're gonna get kited and whatnot, basically to use only the 2 set, because everything is like in the 2 set actually. Sure, your Bloodthirst critical strikes will reduce Odin's Fury, but that kind of like depends on your uptime. You get like a guaranteed 7.5 second reduction just from your automatic crits. But in my opinion, it kind of like just depends on your uptime if you want to run it or not. As far as warriors are considered, they have like amazing choices. They have like versatility on every freaking like piece, basically like 3 pieces. Yeah, 3 pieces with like versatility. Yeah, you can just. What's the shoulder? Sorry, let's check the shoulder. Okay, the shoulder does not have it, but you get what I mean, right? You have like haste versa here, you know, haste mastery here, mastery crit here, but like, yeah, you get what I mean. Like, it's a really good that you can actually get away with just using the 2 set, because you can just put here haste versa, and then have everything like versa mastery and just be like extremely tanky while having that extreme burst as well, and just reaping the benefits from the tier set while being like completely PvP geared, basically. So we'll see how that's gonna end up. So here we're just gonna hit the single target dummy. I do want to know that it's already low HP, so we're benefiting from this talent quite heavily. But either way, it's gonna just show you like more of a single target damage profile, where it's not like boosted by other target dummies there. So let's just go. Get yell. Rampage, okay, do 1. So I'm like 200k DPS very casually while I'm lagging and not even probably doing the proper rotation. Yeah, absolutely seems busted, right? I didn't even proc, like I made a mistake as well, like I didn't proc my boots there, but like you get what I mean. Actually, you proc your boots when you charge, my bad, but you get what I mean. It's very insane how much damage you can do, and it's also insane how you say irrelevant avatar and recklessness are to just your overall damage. So like if I jump in here, do a stun, right, like you're still hitting 250k bloodthirsts, right? So like it really gives you finally a really strong like 30-second cooldown, especially if you're running the 4 set. I haven't like actually tested out how much reduction it can actually give you, but my assumption is that around 15 to 20 seconds max tops. But 15 to 20 seconds max on Odin's Fury, with how strong it currently is actually a lot. Is actually a lot. Now we're gonna do a little test here on the Paladin. I hit a rogue before and the rogue just died instantly. So we're just gonna run in, pop all our cooldowns. Yeah, absolutely not. Like, you can't even click all your buttons, like your entire burst, bro. People just die too quick. Like, people literally just die too quick. It's insane. Like, Fury is gonna be busted. It's just gonna be busted. Now, actually, an actual skirmish pop, so we get to actually see, you know, the Fury in action. Like, I was actually surprised because yesterday I was not able to get any, like, PvP going on. Like, everybody seemed to have been testing, yeah, some, you know, just PvE stuff in the game. So, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this is like Snoopy or somebody, yeah, some rank 1 gamer, so... Legit, okay.
It's time for the show. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, my trinket is... Oh. Yeah, Fury is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oof. And that's about it, peeps. Unfortunately, I feel like Fury still has issues as a spec, as a class, although the tier set is just OP. We'll see, like, it really depends on how this goes live, because if this goes live like this currently, Fury is definitely gonna be in a good spot, but my honest opinion is probably this just looks too strong at the first glance. I of course need more testing with it to, you know, be completely sure, but yeah, it might need a slight adjustment in PvP, because, like, I'm just completely one-shotting people with Fury right now. Like, Fury versus arms damage just feels like, yeah, it feels like a joke, right? The difference is right now. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things the YouTubers want you to do, and have a nice day.